him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
Third and less than a yard.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Richards. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go ahead. Check. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Colts' 4-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll 22.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
King. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, pick your game up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 78 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and it's 3rd and 4.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, alert, alert, alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. He's coming. We got double up. Check the hot read. Kings.
Mayfield down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The Titan ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Don't be scared of it. Check 99, check 99. Watch the air.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
16. Titans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check back, check back. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing, Mayfield. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The give to Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
43-yard line.
Here we go. Run. Hey, alert 33. It's a safety creek.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Get ready. Check 4. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 46. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they get the take. Away, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this three-score deficit. And time fading. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Made back at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't see me in your nightmares, son. See me in your nightmares. Hey, check.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Good. Makes the score Colts 33, Titans 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the